すみません。お待たせしました。
Yeah, what he said. I am a day late with the upload. Usually I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and I really hate not being on time. But hey, I'm here now. Hi, my name is VitaminDStain, and welcome back, or welcome to... If you've not seen the first episode, get the frick out of here. What are you doing? Wait, why'd I turn green? Right now. Are we dead serious? With the peripherals of my eyes, I saw a switch and I was like, it's green again, isn't it? Yep, that's how you know I'm using the Sony. It was not doing that right now. Hold on, I'm gonna restart the cam. Oh yeah, still no camera. Anyway, well, I grabbed some sanitizer. I don't know if you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can. I grabbed some sanitizer and I started rubbing my hands aggressively like if I were a housefly about to plot on your food or something. Oh look, my camera. Not green anymore. What was I gonna say? Nothing. Let's goon. Hey, Aruka. Wait, what? Acting? Who?
すみません。事前に話しておかなくて。
Oh!
自然な反応しちゃったかもしれないし。
Perfect queen, perfect queen.
それに新見さんの目を見て分かりました。余計なことしちゃいけないんだなって。
ありがとうございます。察してくれて。
いえ、そんな
Blushing. Cute. Senpai looks away.
もし計画のうちなら台無しにしちゃいけないと思って。あの時そう判断したのはもう一人の私なんですけど。
Come on, camera, you can do this. Yeah! You guys saw that? Me too.
きっと
Oh no.
何か
He's
考
doing it
え
again.
があるはずだから信じようって。
ありがとうございます。信じてくれて。
いえ、そんな
まあ、考えって言っても綱渡りでしたけどね。あんまり頭良くないんで、あれが限界でした。
うまくいったので、あれで良かったんだと思います。
ありがとうございます。食べましょうか。
はい。いただきます。
いただきます。
I pick up my lukewarm hamburger and take a bite. Ugh. We both eat in silence. There's still a mountain of things I want to ask regarding Rig Veda, but I think we've discussed them enough for one day. I wonder what else we can talk about. Come to think of it, I know no. Too many no's. Next to nothing about Senpai. What kinds of food does she like? What hobbies does she have? Those feel like such template icebreaker questions to ask though. Dang it, I can't think of anything good to say. I'm too tired for this shit.
いや、そうだ。思いつきでおごるとか言っちゃいましたけど大丈夫でした。
Y'all really gonna eat a cold hamburger?
大丈夫？ハンバーガーは好きです。
いや、そうじゃなくて、夕飯家帰ったらあるよなって今更ですけど。
大丈夫です。お母さんにはもう連絡してありますし。
She was plotting.
そっか、よかった。先輩断るの苦手そうだからちょっと気になって。無理なことは無理って言ってくださいね。この状況、もう一人の先輩なら余裕そうですけど、今の先輩にはちょっと辛いのかなって。
大丈夫です。本当に今緊張はしてますけど、男の子は苦手なんですけど、新見さんはとても優しい方なので。
優しい。いや、
潜入しようって決めたの。私に危ないことさせないようにって。
ああ、そうですね。裏切ったら先輩も狙われるでしょうし。
私
That reminded me of a fit from Sabato the Witch. Nenne's fit. I mean,
嬉しかったです。心配してもらえて。
fit trauma is real.
あ、いや、石化事件の犯人を探したいっていうのはこっちの都合ですから、先輩を巻き込むわけには。いや、もう巻き込みまくってんな。
いえ、すごく配慮してくださってますし、妹さんのことも他の方のことも心配しているんだなって伝わってきて、新見さんのこと怖くないです。大丈夫です。
そう言ってもらえると安心します。なんか何回も言わせちゃってすみません。
いえ、今も緊張してるけど、ちょっと楽しくて。お友達と一緒にご飯食べたことなくて、あと男の子の部屋にも来たことなくて、初めてばっかりで妄想がはかど。今の違います。すみません。
Huh? No, 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 no. Kataskete kudasai. I wanna know. I wanna know. Please continue. Continue right now. I wanna know what you said. Say it with your chest. Say it with your big chest.
とにかくはい。新見さんは優しい方なので、はい、大丈夫です。
Hold on, did I say that right? We're here using my Japanese that I'm not very confident of, but still trying. I said to tidy up. Kataskete. I meant Tsuzukete kudasai. For the Japanese people or Japanese speaking people, I know you giggled at that. Leave me alone. I meant Tsuzukete kudasai. Not kataskeru. Whatever. I'm trying.
先輩こそ。
は？
はい。
優しいですね。
いえ、そんな。
くそ、恋人のふりっか。
え？
俺、ふりなんかじゃ
What?
満足できなくなっちまうかも。
We just started the route. She looks so concerned.
先輩。門限とかありますか？
Bro, who is this Kakinu? Why is he so bold in this route?
門限。いえ、
Did you forget who you're talking to, bro?
泊まっていきませんか？
This has to be a bit.
俺、もっと先輩と一緒にいたいです。
一緒。
She's shaking.
止まりましゅ。
Ah? This is not a joke? This is a dream. This is a dream. There's no way this is not a dream. They're trying to pull a quick one on us.
お風呂ありがとうございました。
ごめん先輩。着替えそんなのしかなくて。
いえ、大丈夫です。はい。
じゃあ、先輩。
はい。
もう遅いし寝ようか。
はい。
俺、寝袋で寝るから。先輩はベッドに。大丈夫。慣れてるから。
いえ、
明かり消すよ。
はい。
This is a
おやすみ
dream.
先
This is
輩。
a dream. This is a dream.
おやすみなさい。
Did I skip dialogue by any chance? It's possible. I don't know, but I don't remember doing that. I gotta do like a double take here just to be just safe. Nope, I did not. Okay.
先輩。
はい。
ごめん先輩。俺も我慢できない。そんな切なそうな顔されたら俺先輩が悪いんだ。
ごめんなさい。
She apologizing?
そうやってすぐ謝るからいじめたくなる。
Oh, wait, huh?
先輩。いやはるかはもう俺のもんだ。
Oh?
もう俺以外に謝ったりするんじゃねえぞ。はるか。
I accidentally cut her off.
はるか。目閉じて。
This is the freaky ass soundtrack too.
やっぱり
Feel a light impact on my chest. In an instant, the fog that had clouded my brain clears up and a wave of shame washes over me. What the heck was I doing?
すみません。なんか俺なんか俺おかしなこと。
違うんです私のせいなんです。私の力のせいなんです。
No way, actually?
力。あ、
That's a crazy side effect, after effect, whatever effect to call it. That's crazy. So that's what happened.
すみません。俺先輩に魅了されて。
違うんです魅了なんかじゃないんです。
え、魅了じゃない。
Then why was I acting like I was starring in a cheesy porno? The only other thing I can think of is, well, I was definitely glancing over at Senpai's biddies a lot. So maybe the reason I got so aggressive was...
もしかして先輩の能力って他人の欲望を増幅するとかそんな感じだったりします？
She's even more dangerous than I thought.
違います。新見さんじゃないです。
Spill the beans then.
俺のじゃない。
私のです。
I was about to say it's hers, isn't it?
私の。ん？
私の欲望なんです。
ん？
他人じゃないです。私の欲望を現実にしちゃう力なんです。
Well, you're speaking fast now.
ってことは
全部私の妄想です。新見さんがおかしくなったのは私の妄想のせいなんです。
What a pleasant surprise.
妄想。
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
We saw like 5-10 different expressions off of her in this episode in such little time. I am honored. Senpai covers her beet red face with her hands. She's talking way faster than usual. Suddenly, there's no more shyness. So, hang on. If this happened because of Senpai's fantasies, does that mean she wanted me to do something like that to her? Senpai? Is this your fetish? Is this really your fetish, Senpai?
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
Senpai starts squirming uncomfortably. It's like she read my mind, even though that's probably not the actual reason she's being so apologetic. She looks really hot. And all the ways possible. Rolling around in my bed with her shirt half unbuttoned. You want to not do that? Wait, this isn't the time to be staring.
先輩落ち着いてください。
落ち着けないです。
いやまあそうですよね。でも あ、俺どきます。すみません。
He's still on her? Finally remember that I'm still straddling her and hurriedly get off the bed. I also pull the covers over Senpai so I don't get tempted. Okay. While I'm at it, I turn the lights back on too. Dang, I didn't notice before, but I'm covered in sweat. Thank God I stopped when I did. Gulp. No, really, I'm glad Senpai stopped me. I mean it, I'm not secretly wishing she'd kept controlling me until we were all the way or something. What am I even trying to make excuses for here?
本当にごめんなさい。
Senpai pokes her head out of the covers, but she doesn't meet my gaze. In fact, she's doing her best to look away anywhere but in my direction.
まだ力がうまく使えないせいで、その妄想が垂れ流しにごめんなさい。
Guys, without spoilers, tell me, is this one of her many fantasies? I would like to know.
妄想が現実になってしまう。
はい。
それってつまり考えたことが現実になるってことですか？
So if I had her power, I can make you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so?
そうです。はい。
すごい力じゃないですか。
でもろくなことに使えてないので妄想ばっかりで。
I don't know, it sounds kind of practical.
朝のも先輩の妄想ってことですか？
違うんです。
Senpai shoots out of bed and this time she meets my gaze.
本当にあれは違うんです。
Alright, I believe you.
いや、俺もなんかすみません。デリカシーのない言い方を。
そうじゃないんです。あれは確かに思いました。思っちゃいました。力に目覚めた時、この力があれば漫画みたいにモテたりできるのかなって。でもちょっと思っただけなんです。本当にそうなりたかったわけじゃないんです。それなのに力がうまく使えないせいで勝手にあんな状況になっちゃったり、それともう一人の私がそうしたいって勘違いしてて勝手に力を使ったり、つまり違うんです。確かに私妄想癖があって性欲も強いですが。
性欲？
性欲も人一倍強いですが。
先輩大丈夫です。そこ強調しなくて大丈夫です。
たくさんの男子に好かれたいわけじゃないんです。誰でもいいわけでもないんです。
Guys, I think she doesn't want to hear him.
それだけは誤解しないでほしいんです。私はたった一人の王子様と。
I think we all know who that knight is.
王子様。
She just keeps digging and digging and digging and digging her own hole. It's funny. Senpai covers her face and flops back down onto the bed. She's lying so still that I'm getting a little worried. That girl sure gets flustered easily. Honestly, I want to ask her more about the specifics of her power, but it's probably better to save that for tomorrow. The mood's gotten really awkward now, plus I'm feeling embarrassed too.
俺泊まって行ってくれなんて言っちゃいましたけど。
I glance over at the clock, but can you go home? It's a little past 7 p.m. Wait, 7 p.m.? Why the heck did I suggest we go to bed this freaking early? Maybe she likes going to bed early. Wait, no, that was probably a Senpai's power at work. Her delusions made me do that. Now that I think about it, Senpai's thoughts are probably a mess right now, huh? She's probably wishing she could crawl in a hole and die. A hole that she dug herself 7 times back and forth. Back and forth?
先輩、今日はもう帰りますよね。先輩？
泊まってもいいですか？
Huh? That's not the other personality talking.
ダメですか？
いや、 むしろ先輩がいいんですか？
I mean, at this point, how can it possibly get worse? You may as well ask, I guess.
お母さんに友達の家に泊まるって言っちゃったんです。
At what time did you do that?
はい。
私友達がいないのでお母さんとても喜んでて
Aw.
今さら帰れないです。
なるほど。
泊まってもいいですか？
そういうことならどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
ならせめて着替えましょう。ありますし、他にもちゃんとした服ありますし、スウェットとかジャージとか。
Dang, even the clothing she picked with her fantasy.
このままでもいいですか？
え？
男の子の部屋でこういう服着るの憧れだったんです。二度とこんな機会ないかもしれないので。
なるほど。なるほど。
いいですか？
はい。どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。すみません。力を使いすぎたのか、すごく眠くて。
はい。おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
一瞬で寝たな。
I get up and pull the covers over Senpai again, then head to the kitchen. If I stay in the same room as her, it'll be hard to control my urges. Are you confessing? Are you telling her you're so? Why do protagonists always say that? So funny. Not funny. Not funny. Well, I guess a little bit. I grab a water bottle out of the fridge and take a few gulps. Alright, let's process what we learned today. Senpai's powers lets her turn her fantasies. Actually, for the sake of her dignity, let's rephrase that. Senpai's power lets her manifest her thoughts into reality. We found out that Senpai is a freak. Charming people... That's okay. It's just one facet of the power, or rather, it's the means by which she's been making her ideas influence the real world. Which means that in order to materialize her thoughts, her artifact can probably exhibit a number of different powers. Is that second personality of her something that she created with a power, or has it always been there? So many questions, I like it. It's too soon to tell, but even taking into account the fact that she can't control it that well, Senpai's ability is insanely strong. Anything she imagines will become reality. Her power can control other people to create that reality for her. That's basically invincible. All Senpai has to do is wish for it, and the Evil Eye's user will wish for it. Senpai wished for that development back there. She wanted to be assaulted by me. Whoa! If she hadn't woken up from her delusions, we probably would have gone all the way. That is crazy. That makes you the victim then. Wait. I shake my head, chasing impure thoughts from my brain. At any rate, thank God we brought Senpai over to our side. If she ended up being our enemy, we'd be screwed. All she'd have to do is manipulate us with her imagination, and she said she wouldn't want to do it with just anyone, that she wanted her knight in shining armor. But in her fantasy, she was willing to do it with me. So does that mean she sees me as her knight in shining armor? Or she's just very uncontrollably horny, which I doubt to be the case, as we've seen in the last roots. We've seen in the last roots how into him she is, both of herselves. I don't think I've done anything particularly impressive to earn her trust, but wait, hang on, am I interpreting this correctly? Does Senpai like me? Well, she did say she wanted to stay over at my place. There's no way she'd say that if she didn't like me at least a little. I'm having a hard time organizing my thoughts because I keep getting distracted like this. Though I'm amazed Senpai can just fall asleep in a boy's room like this. She even said she preferred keeping my shirt on instead of changing into something more modest. Despite how shy she is, she's more bold than she looks. To be honest, I'm having a hard time getting a handle on her personality. I could see why. I can still remember how soft her biddies felt. If I close my eyes, that sensation comes back to me. Oh, lucky you. I do my best to imprint that memory onto my brain forever. I'll worry about stuff like Senpai's power in our next course of action later. Right now I need to focus on crystallizing that soft, squishy sensation so I never forget it. I absolutely can't forget it. Never. Ever. Well said, bro, Chacho. Well said. April 28th. Morning's here. I was gonna say a stupid joke, but I think I will not this time. I haven't slept. Not even a wink. That's hardly surprising considering a girl was sleeping in my bed all night. And on top of that, I touched said girl's body right before she went to sleep. Alright, you could have phrased that for better. There was no way I'd be able to get a good night's rest. I was so antsy that my eyes stayed wide open the whole night. That's horrible. I hate not being able to sleep. It's the most frustrating thing ever. Anyway, it didn't help that I remembered more of what happened while I was being controlled. Really? Specifically, I recalled a certain conversation.
着替え持ってきていないので、下着だけでも洗ってもいいでしょうか?
Told her to go ahead and mention that Sora always hangs her underwear up to dry in the bathroom too. After she'd taken a shower, she'd washed her underwear by hand. When I'd gone to the bathroom later, I'd seen her bra and panties hanging up to dry. Which meant that right now, Senpai wasn't wearing anything underneath my shirt. This is too much stimulation for my poor virgin brain. I know if I'd stayed in the same room as Senpai, I would have made a move on her for sure. Bro is literally tattletaling, holy crap. I wouldn't have had the courage to go the way. Maybe it's as bad as Yoichi after all, but I wouldn't definitely pull the covers back instead of her biddies. Maybe even cop the feel. Which is I cannot talk. Which is exactly why I spent the whole night in the kitchen. What a weirdo. Occasionally in the kitchen, he's just slept in the kitchen. Occasionally I'd gone into the bathroom to stare at Senpai. What? I told myself dumb excuses like I was just checking to make sure it was drying properly. But I know the truth. I'm a perv. I don't deserve to be around Kujo and the others. Heck, I don't deserve to be part of the Valhalla Society. Maybe I should have actually left after all. Wait, no, what am I thinking? Man, the lack of sleep is really getting to me. Alright, sure, it's the lack of sleep. The exhaustion's starting to hit me now too. There's no way I'm going to be able to stay awake through my classes. Maybe I should call in sick. I hear some faint noises through the door. Senpai must have woken up. Still a bit of time before school starts. If she's up, maybe I can reclaim my bed and get a little sleep. On second thought, that might not be such a good idea. Senpai slept in that bed. I'll probably try to sniff the sheets or something stupid and wind up too horny. Let's forget all about that and just see how she's doing. Now that she's awake, there's a few things I would ask her. When I opened the door, Senpai looked simultaneously flustered and relieved to see me. Her expression's a sight to behold. We didn't get to see her sleepy face. Dang it.
おはようございます。いなかったので、どこか出かけてるのかと。
ああ、いや、隣の部屋にいました。
隣の。ごめんなさい。私、床で寝るべきでした。ベッド使っちゃって。
いやいや、大丈夫です。
Senpai looks away, her face red. She's probably thinking back to the things she said yesterday. After a dozen or so seconds of silence, said blah, blah, blah. What is up with me today, actually? After a dozen or so seconds of silence, Senpai suddenly looks up at me.
涼しく、本当に寝ちゃってごめんなさい。やっぱり帰りますね。
ああ、まだ時間ありますし、一旦帰った方がいいですね。 授業の準備とかもありますし。
ご迷惑をおかけして。
いえいえ、ちょっと待ってください。もう出てると思いますけど、始発の時間調べます。
始発？
はい、始発。もう朝ですよ。
Senpai finally notices the light filtering in through the curtains and her face reddens again.
寝てたの2、3時間くらいだと。
がっつり10時間は寝てますね。
Whoa.
ごめんなさい。
いえいえ、ほんと気にしないでください。腹減ってないですか？
いえ、あまり。
Right as she is about to deny it, her stomach growls and tears form on the corner of Senpai's eyes.
私こんなのばっかり。
なんか持ってきます。って言ってもゼリー飲料くらいしかないですけど、10秒チャージの。
じゃあいいですか、いただいても。
OK っす。持ってきますね。ああ、お菓子もなんかあったっけな。
I return to the kitchen and start hunting through my refrigerator. I tried my best to act natural, so I hope Senpai hasn't noticed what a bundle of nerves I am. The whole time we were talking, I kept awkwardly looking away. And the only thing I could think about was the fact that Senpai's currently going commando. No matter how hard I try to stay focused on the conversation at hand, my mind keeps going back to that one thing. Turns out Drowsy and Honey make for a terrible combination. Sighing, I pull a jelly pack, and a bar of chocolate I don't remember buying out of the fridge. The chocolate's probably sodas, but who cares? Right now we need fuel.
持ってきました。
ありがとうございます。
I take a seat in front of the table and Senpai slides off the bed to sit across from me. The way she's moving, it's like she doesn't care what parts of her I see. Have you forgotten you're not wearing any underwear? How can you be this oblivious?
ありがとうございます。
Oh,
いただきます。
はい、どうぞ。
Senpai starts sipping on the jelly drink while I open the chocolate bar's wrapper and plop a piece into my mouth. My heart's beating out of my chest. If Senpai changed back into her uniform, I'd probably be able to think straight, but I can't just ask her to. That's way too awkward. Also, even though this is extremely bad for my heart, I want to keep staring. I want to get another peek. Yeah, the lack of sleep has completely short-circuited my brain. I think I'll call in sick after all.
はい。
I do my best to reply as calmly as possible. If I'm not careful, my true thoughts will start showing on my face.
昨日は本当にごめんなさい。
Oh no, not again.
力がうまく使えないんですよね。
そうなんです。勝手に発動しちゃって、昨日も私の妄想が。
なんかその件については俺も大変申し訳なく。
いえ、新見さんは私といたしましては非常に貴重な経験を。経験を。
Senpai makes a weird noise and falls silent.
どうしました？
私失言が多いと言いますか、言わなくていいことばっかり言っちゃったり、昨日も性欲が強いとか、だからそれ言わなくていい。
At least you're self-aware. Senpai heaves a long sigh, annoyed by her own carelessness.
友達が少ないから。いえ、見栄はありました。友達が全くいないから、私コミュ力がものすごく低くて、会話の組み立てがうまくできないんです。思いついたことをすぐ口に出すか、逆に喋れなくなっちゃうか、イライラさせちゃってごめんなさい。
いえ、全然イライラなんかしてませんよ、全く。
本当ですか？
はい。うちの妹とかクソうざくて話すたびにイライラしますけど、 先輩は静かなトーンで話してくれるので、全く全然。
Senpai fidgets awkwardly. Notice she has this habit of wringing her hands whenever she's anxious. Each time she does that, her arms press against her biddies, emphasizing her cleavage. Senpai, I know you think I'm a harmless, nice guy, but you're wrong. I've been oogling your biddies this whole time.
私
はい。
Either Senpai hasn't noticed I've been checking her out throughout our conversation, or she doesn't care, since she's not bringing attention to it in any way.
男の人苦手で、新見さんにも最初は苦手意識があって、でも優しい人って分かって、だからこそ昨日のことを妄想を暴走させちゃったこと、本当に恥ずかしくてやらかしちゃったっていっそ死にたくて。でも新見さんは私に怒らなくて、ごめんなさい、考えがまとまらなくて。とにかく私の一番ダメな部分を見られちゃって、逆に吹っ切れたというか。新見さんとなら私普通に話せそうです。ありがとうございます。
はい、こちらこそありがとうございます。
For what, the eye candy? Senpai gives me a cheerful smile. I've never seen her make a face like this before. So why exactly is she thanking me? She says she doesn't have to worry around me, but I'm not quite sure what she means by that. But hey, if she's feeling better, that's all that matters. At any rate, it looks like I've managed to earn her trust. Though if she keeps smiling innocently at me like that, I feel like I'll end up doing something to betray her trust real quick. I should probably change the topic before I lose my self-control. Dude.
先輩の能力について詳しく聞いてもいいですか？
はい、何でも聞いてください。
考えたことは何でも現実になるんですか？
まだ私も完全に理解できていないんですが、不可能なことじゃなければ多分。
Physically impossible. What does that mean?
不可能なことじゃなければ。
はい。あと、私が現実化できるのは結果なんだと思います。結果に至る過程を細かくは制御できないと思います。多分。
結果を現実化する能力。言い換えると、望んだ未来を手に入れる力って感じなんでしょうか。
Guys, in the last episode, weren't they talking about having somebody that can predict the future or outcome or something along those lines? It may be her.
そうかもしれません。最初に私は少女漫画や乙女ゲームのヒロインみたいになりたいなって思って。
I got good news for you.
その結果、たくさんの男子に言い寄られるように。
I got good news for you.
はい。ちょっとすみません。
Senpai gets to her feet and starts rifling through the pockets on her uniform.
こっち。
She takes out a necklace.
すみません、話の途中で。
アーティファクトですか？
はい、フェスの日だったのでよく覚えてます。フェスから帰ったら私の部屋の机にこれがあって、その日からです。この力に振り回されちゃって。昨日も初めて男の子の部屋に来て興奮しちゃって、いろいろ妄想しちゃって。今の言わなくてよかった。
大丈夫です。聞かなかったことにします。
すみません。それではい、 そんな感じでこのアーティファクトが私のところに来てから妄想した未来が現実に。
なるほど。その結果その未来を実現するように周囲
She's
が
actually
行動する
OP. She's OP.
はい、
Has to be a huge side effect though or
あ
something.
る意味で
No.
は魅了なのかもしれません。でも私が誰かに嫌われたいって思ったらそれも現実になるので。
Dude.
精神操作、いや運命操作って表現の方がしっくりくるな。他人の運命すらも操作して望んだ未来を実現する力。
運命操作かっこいい。
大げさな言葉ですけど名前負けしてませんよね。 め
Hmm.
ちゃくちゃ強力な力だ。
はい、私もそう思います。だから少し怖くて誰かを私の妄想に無意識に巻き込んでしまって。
制御できないのがネックですね。
もう一人の私はうまく使えているみたいなんですけど。
そうだ、それも聞きたかったんです。いや聞いていいのかな。もう一人の先輩っていうのはアーティファクト関係ですよね。
はい、そうです。
Senpai suddenly realizes why I was so hesitant to ask. She gets a little flustered.
確かに私なりきり掲示板に出入りしてますけど、あれはそういうのじゃなくてちゃんと、はい、力です。なりきりとかじゃないです。
ああ、そっちで受け取ったのか。何でしたっけ、多重人格、乖離性なんとかとか。
病気でもないです。はい。
すみません、変な勘繰りしちゃって。
いえいえ、自分でも完全に頭おかしい人だと思うので、すみません。
全然関係ないですけど。
はい。
先輩、慌てると早口になりますね。
すみません。
いえ、悪い意味じゃなくて本当に俺に慣れてきてくれたんだなと。
興奮した時も早口になっちゃってオタクっぽくて恥ずかしいです。
She's just like us for real.
いやいや、全然普通ですよ。っていうかそうだ、口調も普通でいいですよ。敬語とかなしで。
急には切り替えられないので慣れてきたらお願いします。
そういえばもう一人の先輩の方も口調丁寧ですよね。実はあっちが素だったりします？
違います。こっちが素です。彼女はちょっとキャラ付けを間違えたと言いますか。
キャラ付け？
ご存知の通り私には妄想癖があって、アガスティアの葉のなりきり掲示板にも出入りしてまして。
The Leaves of Agastya. It's a fan site for the Mobius Ring, Cycle of Reincarnation anime, and Takamina is the one who runs it. It's a role-playing heavy website where all the users pretend they exist within the anime's world. When we learned about it, we started investigating the forums in the hopes of finding a few real artifact users on the site, which was how we initially got our lead on Kosaka Senpai. On the site, Senpai goes by the username Queen of Eden.
オリキャラ、自分で作ったキャラが何人かいるんです。エデンの女王もその一人で。通学の時毎朝挨拶してくれる男の子がいるんです。その人もちょっと圧が強くて私怖くて堂々としたいって思ったんです。でもとっさというか余裕がない状況で思い浮かんだのが エデンの女王で、気づいたら彼女が私の中に生まれていました。エデンの女王という妄想が現実になったんです。
ああ、そういうことか。先輩の力を他人じゃなくて自分に向けて自分自身を操ってる状態ってことですよね。
ああ、はい、そういうことだと思います。でも操っているというか、
That's what I was wondering. She had a mind of her own.
自立というか、
Cool.
私には制御できなくて。
Kinda.
完全に一つの人格として先輩の意思に関係なく行動していると。
です。はい。テンパるとつい変わっちゃうんですが、彼女は好きに力を使うので。
それで朝のあの光景ですか。
はい。そういうキャラなので仕方ないのですが、男の子に対してとても偉そうで、心の中でごめんなさいごめんなさいっていつも謝ってます。あ、でもいい子なんです。力を使うのも私の願望を叶えたいって気持ちもあって。でもちょっと勘違いというか、思い込みの強いところがあって、人のためって思い込んで逆に傷つけちゃうこともあるみたいな、未熟な女王様って設定なんです。たまにトラブルは起こしちゃうけど、でも周囲に慕われて。
Blushing Senpai suddenly cuts herself off.
すみません、いきなりスイッチ入っちゃって。
謝らなくていいですよ。俺好きですし。人の話聞くの。
ですよね。はい、ごめんなさい。私本当にコミュ力低くて、お家以外でこんなに話したの久しぶりです。
うちでは結構話すんですか？
結構ではないんですけど。
え、大丈夫ですか？
話しすぎてちょっと喉が
弱っ。
すみません。この通りあまり話さないです。
あ、いや、すみません。つい突っ込んじゃって。どうしました？
こういう会話いつも頭の中でしてたので、なんだか楽しくて、人と話してるんだなって。ごめんなさい。私本当に気持ち悪いですね。ごめんなさい。
お互い謝るのやめましょうか。俺もあまり遠慮しないようにします。
はい、努力します。
まだ聞きたいことはあるんですけど、とりあえず今は朝飯食いましょうか。手止まっちゃってますし。
There's food?
はい、いただきます。
ああ、がっつり食べたいならコンビニでも行きますか？
いえ、これだけで十分です。朝はあまり食べなくて。
俺もです。
料理とかできたらいいんですけど、私全然できなくて。
なんです？
私ずっとこのシャツ。
ああ、今ですか。今恥ずかしくなりましたか。
払ってお返しします。
いえいえ、いいですいいです。
でも
いいですから気にしないで。
Alright, dude, alright.
はい、わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Senpai bows her head. She's probably thinking I don't want her to go through all that trouble or something. Yep. But she's wrong, of course. Absolutely wrong. I just think it'd be a waste to wash a shirt that's been in contact with a girl's supple bare skin. I don't care if you call me perverted. There's no saving me now, so I may as well double down. But when I get home today, I'm gonna dive straight into my bed. And then I'm gonna hug the shirt Senpai was wearing and take a deep whiff of her scent on my pillow. I won't let anyone take this joy away from me. However,
洗うのは本当必要ないんですが。
はい。
割と刺激が強いので着替えた方がいいかもですね。
かもですか。
はい。
Why do you look so disappointed? Man, I really don't get Senpai.
いや抵抗ないならどうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。こんな経験もうできないと思うので
Handy? How?
高額のために。
Come in handy for what? I decide not to to say that out loud. I'm sure Senpai has reasons. Just like I have my reasons for not wanting her to wash that shirt. Considering how many dirty thoughts are running through my head, it wouldn't be that surprising if Senpai was thinking something similar.
なんか先輩結構愉快な人ですね。
そうですか。
はい、気が合いそうな気がします。
Indeed.
初めて言われました。ありがとうございます。
これからよろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
She's adorable. We bothered each other a few times and returned to our breakfast for real. That long conversation was just what we needed, was it? Thanks to her current appearance, I'm still a little tense around Senpai, but there's no doubt I'm more comfortable than I was before. I'm also certain she's not secretly trying to trick me or anything now. And to top it off, I've learned a lot about her power. Though she has some trouble controlling it, if we use it correctly, we should have no problem finding evidence regarding the identity of the Evil Eye's user. When I first came up with the plan of infiltrating Rig Bad, I was worried it'd backfire me immediately. But now I've got an idea of how to make it all work. I mean, couldn't she just make it with her power to be that she wants to find out who the evil eye or eyes are, and then boom, fate will somehow make it happen, and then boom, game over. I'm sure they could do that, but then it'd be like, what a whack story. That'd be a way to end it. As long as I work together with Senpai, we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. Sometime before school starts, the two of us leave my apartment. I'm later in leaving than usual because my sleepiness made me sluggish in getting ready. But in the end, I decided to go to school after all.
すみません、急ぎましょうか。忘れ物しました？
いえ、その手とかつないだ方がいいでしょうか？
つなぐ？
はい、ゴーストさんや高峰くんがどこで見ているかわからないので。
ああ。
I totally forgot we were pretending to be a couple, even though that's where Senpai ended up staying over in the first place. Holding hands, huh? Holy crap.
じゃあつなぎますか。
はい。
Senpai holds out her hand and I grab it. She gives me a weird look.
あれ、つなぐんですよね。
What is she doing?
こっちのつなぎ方の方が。
She sections my hand off, then interlaces her fingers with mine. Oh, so this is how lovers hold hands. Oh, God, this is embarrassing.
じゃあ行きますか。
はい。
Two of us awkwardly set off, our fingers firmly locked. Senpai's unexpectedly assertive when it comes to things like this. Or maybe she just wants to make sure our couple act is airtight. That might be it. She's probably just worried our cover will be blown. And I'll be put in danger if she doesn't play her part perfectly. Yeah. But despite knowing that, I'm having a hard time not getting my hopes up. My goal is to find concrete evidence proving that Ghost is the Evil Eye's user and capture her before there's any more victims. I need to stay focused or someone else might end up petrified. You don't say much on the way to school. I know I need to stay focused on my goal and avoid distractions, but I can't help but be hyper aware of everyone's eyes on us. Actually, there's probably no one staring at us. I doubt most people are even taking notice of Senpai and I. But knowing that doesn't stop me from feeling like strangers' eyes are boring into my back. I never knew holding hands with a girl in public could be so embarrassing. I'm not sure my heart can take much more of this. Senpai tugs on my hand. For a second I'm worried I accidentally started walking too fast due to my embarrassment, but it looks like that's not it.
今気がついたんですが、
She shows me her phone screen.
高峰くんからメッセージが届いていて、今日みんなで集まりたいって。
みんなでってことは俺も含めてですよね。
はい。新見さんのコードネームを決めたいそうです。
It's gonna be solved with a freaking call. Why are we meeting up?
ああ、そんなこと言ってたな。
Honestly, I'd rather not have a code name at all, but if I want to fit in, I guess it's better to let him give me one.
放課後ですよね。
I can't wait to see the stupid thing that guy comes up with. I'm sure it's gonna be very, very stupid. And it's gonna be funny.
はい。駅前に集合だそうです。
了解です。
私たちは一緒に行った方がいいですよね。
No!
ああ、そうですね。じゃあ授業終わったら、そうだな。また中庭集合にしますか。
わかりました。
Senpai nods and squeezes my hand a little tighter. Though I keep my expression neutral, my heart skips a beat. Stay calm, Kakeru. Cool as a cucumber. Thank God Sora's not here. She'd tease the crap out of me if she saw this. On a related note, I told Sora and Kujo to stay away from me as much as possible for the time being. Yeah, this episode's really gonna be a lot of Haruka, huh? They're also supposed to treat me with disdain if we do happen to run into each other. Rigveda saw Yuki denounce me as a traitor, so it would look weird if I was on good terms with any of my former comrades. To have my proof, I have to continue playing the role of the turncoat. Interesting. When we reached the school gates, we let go of each other's hands. We'd attract too much attention and we kept holding hands, especially since the teachers are watching.
ありがとうございました。いい経験になりました。
Wholesome, wholesome, wholesome.
私なんかと手をつないでくれて。
Someone like me? Oh no. She has low self-esteem. That makes me sad.
いや、こちらこそ、ありがとうございます。
With that nonsensical exchange, we headed for the main school building. It was cute the way she said she appreciated me holding hands with someone like her. She usually has such low self-esteem, but then she'll suddenly be really assertive about something. The contrast on that is very interesting. Very, very interesting. But it's endearing. I guess I still don't understand Senpai all that well. What an interesting character.
じゃあ、放課後に。
はい。放課後に。
I watched Senpai go up to the 3rd floor, then head to my classroom. Watch Yoichi gonna be like, I saw you, you motherfucker. Oh. Hey, Kujo. Nah, it ain't her rule. Nah. Kujo. Oh, hey. The moment I walk inside, I spot Kujo.
新見くん、おはよ
You good? She stops midway through her greeting and turns her back to me. Looks like she remembered she can't be seen acting friendly toward me. Right. Even though I can't see her face, I can tell from her body language that she feels bad about ignoring me. That's so like her. She's so adorable too. Suppressed a smile threatening to creep up on my face and walk to my seat. As I sit down, I notice someone staring at me and look up. The op! The biggest op! Yuichi is watching me from the classroom entrance. Normally he cheerfully greets everyone while going to his seat, but today he makes a beeline straight for me without saying a word to anyone else.
ちょっとかけるさん。
I knew he was watching. He's always watching, isn't he? Oh god. What a scary dude. Oh, this is actually worse than having someone that like is very obvious that hates you, but the ones that infiltrate you, and infiltrate, what I mean is they have your trust, right? They appear to be a friend, but they're actually super evil. Like those are worse than someone that actually is out to get it for you and is very expressive, very obvious about it, you know? But this guy, he's something else.
なんだよなんだよなんだよ。
見ましたよ。僕見ちゃいましたよ。あなたが女子と手をつないで歩いてるところ。
This is a sign.
あ
Of all people who could have seen us, why'd it have to be the class blabbermouth? Uichi loves gossiping about people's relationships. So he's the last person I want to know about me and Senpai.
何？何なの？彼女？
あ、まあそういうことになるんかな。
何その答え方？ムカつく。
Oh, I know we do.
何かだよ。普通に答えただけだろ。
ああ、もうこれだよ。彼女できた途端これだよ。彼女持ちの余裕ってやつ出してきたよ。
別に出してねえだろ。なんだよ。うざい絡み方すんなよ。
嫌だね。まだ聞きたいことがあるんですよ、君には。
なんだよ。
You can find out in the next
セーブ画面です。
episode.
セーブします。セーブしました。
You know, I do want to keep going, but if I don't stop here, it's going to be a very long video that I won't be uploaded today. And I said I was going to upload today, so I'm going to upload today. Yeah. You know, I'm curious. You know, this is the third episode in, and I've barely realized. In the beginning of the game, it was Kujo Iro Kujo Koi. Wait, no, Haru. No. Okay. Haru Iro Haru Koi Haru no Kaze. Sora Iro Sora Koi Sora Kaze. Is that right? And if that's the case, what does that mean? What and like why? Does anybody know? I know this is for Haruka, obviously. Haru Koi Haru no Kaze, but like for Sora Iro Sora Koi Sora no Kaze, what does that mean? Well, if anyone's able to tell me, that'd be cool. I am curious. This was quite the episode. That whole her power acting weird was kind of crazy. I was totally not expecting that. I thought I skipped over a bunch of dialogue somehow. It was fun. I had a lot of fun in this episode. That unexpected bit was very interesting. I'm so looking forward to the next episode. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining me in another episode. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. My camera was definitely acting a little weird today. Hopefully next episode it'll be a little more consistent with the quality, not turning green. But I mean, it made it through for the most part. Before it would stay green and no fixing it, but now it seems to be working. Thank you once again for joining me. If you did enjoy this video and you haven't already hit the like and subscribed, please consider. I would really appreciate it. Y'all stay safe, and as always, until next time. You know, I'm really pleased so far of what we've learned, or what I've learned about Kosaka. I'm liking her so much. You know, they're not making it easy to have a least favorite character. So far, I'm like, man, all these characters are really fun. Anyway, later.